flex. Nigga, you know that I'm gon' flex. They wanna predict my mood, but they don't know what's coming next. My bitch too bad, yeah, whole lot of ass.
What up?
Hold on. Pulling out the niggas, bitches, yes, I leave them perplexed. It's some spilling sauce everywhere, that's on purpose. Extra bitch a fan of my song, but she heard this. She says I'm perfect, I make these bitches nervous. See these niggas hate, blow down bands, they just a pay. Throw down bands right in your face, they come back a piece of cake. Pull up and tell her, put on bands about the safe. You can tell me that you love me, but I'm still gon' play it safe. Make the bitch jump out the roof, I'm so high, I'm seeing Zeus. No, they can't judge my style, said I'm so sick, make them puke. This little bitch ain't no ghost, so I'm giving her the boot. No time for hours.
Play Osama Mason. Osama-son. Yo, he was way harder, pause, than I thought. Like, I underestimated him. When you guys were telling me to listen to him, I was like, who is this underground rapper? Like, blah, blah, blah. Then we started playing it. I'm like, damn, this dude actually fire. I feel like he's kind of got like the Ken Carson swag, but I don't know. Personally, I like his voice better than Ken's right now. Ken's got to figure out his new low voice shit or whatever. Post Malone might be out selling Travis. I don't know. Post just dropped. I mean, the last album he dropped, I think only did like 300. So I don't know. I know Post Malone's definitely like a huge, like he kills it. But Travis, just with the merch bundles, you can't compete, you know? Unban you from the Discord. Yo, if someone's in the Discord who's a mod in here, please unban him. What am I eating tonight? We are eating a 000 Oikos Greek yogurt. These things are fire. It's like high protein, low carbs, but like it's super sweet. It's got some like weird guar gum or something like that. It just makes it sweet with no calories. Did I see the pink tape merch? I saw it, but like hold up. Let me see. Like I saw it, but I didn't really like take that much of a look. Uzi pink tape merch. This shit. All right. Pink tape. So this looks kind of like Just Wanna Rock, but are there aliens on the side or something? Pink tape. It's a jersey. Okay. See, that's just what I mean though when I was saying about pink tape just not being that great of a concept for an album. Now, he did come out and say it was an experimental mixtape, although it was promoted like an album, especially with the budget they were doing with the trailers and whatnot. But like pink tape, I get Uzi's kind of fruity. That's his whole thing that he's had for a while. But like, who's buying this pink shit? You know, hip hop ain't really it's pretty masculine, right? Like it's less of a fruity genre than others. I know we got like the opium thing, but like those are people that are just posing as like, not posing, but you know what I mean? Like those people are just like acting a little bit fruity, but in reality, they're actual men. I would think at least. They're not participating in female sports. but with the pink tape merch, like, I don't know. I guess this one's okay because it's got an accent. This is actually not bad. 180 though. Okay, so that's what y'all were talking about. $180. Knock that shit down to, 50. And then I think it was with it was like a brand collab, wasn't it? I thought it was. I might be wrong. But 180, knock that down to 50 and then drop in the first week. And you can actually get a lot of merch bundles, man. Hey, Uzi ain't dropping no merch. Hold up. Here, this is what it was. Collab with Endless Denim for pink tape merch has been released. Okay, so Endless Denim, I guess, might be like a... Oh my God, $250 for the jersey, bro. That's crazy. An upside down star is demonic. Man, y'all just be making shit up at this point. Y'all be like... Just because something's upside down doesn't mean it's demonic. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, it might be in some book. Like, you realize that any of us could write a book. And so just because we go back 100 years and somebody wrote about like, oh, there was a satanic ritual with an upside down star, like that could have just been some dude bullshitting. Like it could have been a novel, you know? I completely, I'm not anti-religion, but I completely disproved some Catholic who was trying to tell me to convert and shit. And I was like, bro, y'all realize that the whole reason that Christianity took over was because the dudes who were getting no pussy, Christianity created marriage, and therefore that made everybody go 1-to-1 with each other, like one man to one female, and it was like forbidden to cheat. And so every like pussy ass man would get a chance at like a female, when in reality, back in the caveman times and shit, it was the top 20% of dudes who were smashing all the chicks. That's what it was. Bob got a sigil. Okay, chill out. That was an experiment. I promise you, I have not seen a demon. There's no demons. I've not seen one. I might have seen like shit. Sometimes when I'm in the dark, I be seeing shit, but like, you know, that everyone sees that. Like sleep paralysis demons. Take. All right, look up like the evil business behind church. They were trying to create something for people to blindly follow, and then church became state, and then you get donations. They wouldn't let my mom marry my dad because she needed to donate to the church. Now, they did end up marrying, not with Catholic Church though. They can suck my dick. Whether you believe in it or not. Look, you can believe in whatever you want. An upside down star ain't scaring me. I got a sigil tatted on my fucking arm. Nothing really scaring me. Although I'm not getting a Satan tattoo on the back of my neck for sure. Am I buying it? No. I asked y'all a couple days ago. I was trying to figure out how much y'all actually be spending on like your clothes every single month. Most people said like $0 to $100. I thought like everybody in this scene was like fucking buying thousands of dollars worth of clothes every month. And everyone was like making fun of me because I don't buy clothes. I do not. I don't know. I don't understand it. Are y'all buying clothes or not? You would buy all that merch? Like, I don't remember the last time I've actually bought myself clothes. It has been literally probably 6 months to a year. I do not buy clothes. So sure as hell am not buying no fucking merch for $180 at least. If it's reasonably priced, you know, I will support an artist. Yeah, because you're not rich? Is that what you said? I don't know. I feel like the people actually, I find, that spend money on the most, let's call it discretionary. I was going to say useless, but I don't want to offend people here. A lot of times the people who be spending the most discretionary income on things you don't necessarily need are the poorest people. Like, my girl, I got way more. I got fucking exponentially more money than her. Yet she be spending like 15 grand a month. I'm like, bro, how do you don't even make that? How are you spending that? Meanwhile, my budget, I probably spend like, my mortgage now is like $5,000. So, but aside from that, I probably spend like $1,500 a month on food. And like, I don't even know. I really don't even know. I get maybe a couple drinks when I go to the bar sometimes, but low key, I'm a fucking Jew. Like, I'll bring a flask to the bar. I'll put tequila in a flask. I'll go up to the bar and be like, yo, I'll act all drunk. Like, yo, can I get a soda, as in like a or not a tonic. What is it called? Club soda. And then they'll give me that. and it's just basically water, but it's fizzy. And then I'll like walk away like, oh, so I thank you so much. I'll give him like a couple dollars as a tip. Me and my boys will go back. I'll like pour the tequila that I brought with me into the soda, because Miami prices are ridiculous, bro. One drink's fucking $25. I ain't paying that. I got a girl. Who am I trying to get drunk, bro? No one. Plus, I don't even like drinking that much, so I'd rather pop a Zin, one of them tobacco little things, to smoke a cigar. I'm not playing those games, bro. That's how you go broke. I'm telling you, the poorest people be the ones, because they don't know how to play the game. They don't know how to use their money wisely to make more money. So any dollar that I'm spending on a fucking tequila soda, I'm like, damn, that could have made me like $3,000 in 10 years. Moved to Texas. I want to buy a farm eventually. Me and my girl want like cows and goats and shit. But for now, we're chilling in Miami. I'm kind of stuck right now. Not stuck, but like, I'm trying to build an empire out here. We got a lot of things to do. How do I feel about Doo-Wop Kane's new project? I actually have not listened. I probably should. I'm going to force you to listen. All right, we got you. I wanted to check out this, though, before we get into like any underground stuff. So we got some more snippets from Uzi. Oh, and by the way, I just wanted to tell you, who told y'all first that London on a Track was executive producing Uzi's Barter 16? Who told you? You can go back. You can go back in the stream clips. Oh, who's your boy? Your boy told you that. Not that that's like really that big of a deal, nor is it really that hard to predict, considering London on a Track was Young Thug's heavy producer. But anyway, new snippets. Let's see how it's looking. You know how we do always. We're trying to figure out if project's sounding good or not. That's just the London on a Track proof. Was that even Uzi? That didn't even sound like him. It's gonna be interesting. Like, I feel like, because remember when he went on Academics interview or Inside the Mind of Lil Uzi Vert, he said that he's experimenting a lot because he doesn't want to always be making the same shit that all the fans love him for. And so maybe even this is an experimental project where he's like trying new things, trying new sounds. Like, he doesn't want to stay stagnant with the old sound. So I feel like he's just going to continue doing that. Yeah, I heard the little yeah. He said Homicide Gang gonna be mad. Why? Because he's rapping on like. Was that like a rage beat kind of, or like a whole lot of red type beat? Hold up. Yeah, I guess it is kind of ragey or like whole lot of ready, but like London on a track trap type music. I don't know. We'll see though. I like the direction though. It doesn't sound like outdated like potentially a Barter 6 might. Obviously Barter 6 was a good project by Thug, but I don't know. When you hear something like on the exact same type thing, like if you go back to some projects 10 years ago, like the 808s ain't hitting and like it just feels different. Even I was listening to Thoughts by Trippie Redd on SoundCloud the other day. I was like, damn, the mix was trash on this. I was listening to that. It's still a great song, but your standard just keep getting higher and higher. It's like if you go back to a movie. I don't watch movies past like 2012 because then they just start getting shitty quality. Uzi needs to stop with that punk shit because it sounds garbage. I mean, we couldn't even hear it. All we heard is Uzi saying, yeah. Now, I heard some people saying that was an Uno beat on this one. I think we got more snippets. Hold up. Like last night. playing games. Here's a new one.
My house so big, I probably can just fit inside my little mini. Bitch, I need shit and they know it can flush me down. I need to poop with school. My grandma love me so much, she don't love me more than she love Lou. Vandra.
That does sound like Thug though, like that. Like using the back of your throat type vocals. Pause. Yeah. But you know people are gonna start saying like, well, Thug created it, so Uzi's just biting, he keeps biting people. But I think if Uzi just tapped in with Thug with the feature, and then I don't know, added some more of his flair, which I think he did, like the melodies he was doing, the voice he was using. It wasn't totally Thug, but some of the flows were. It's kind of like how when Drake steals, or not steals, but like uses a flow from somebody paying homage to them in a song. Like he's obviously not trying to steal their lyrics. He's being like, yo, this was hard, and then he kind of changes it up a little bit. Same shit. Chances that Utopia will suck. I don't know about that. I could see it being underwhelming though, because that one song with Bad Bunny in The Weeknd, like I don't understand. The Travis fans are coping right now. I'm like, that was not that great of a song. That was very mid, to be honest. And I listen to Bad Bunny daily. Again, I live in Miami. Like I know what this like urban Latin music sounds like. I don't even know what the genre is called. I think it's called urban Latin. Latina urbana. I don't even know. I don't know what Bad Bunny be saying, but it still sounds hard. And I just read the lyrics on Spotify when it's playing. My girl and I just watch music videos on our TV. But as I was saying, like for a Bad Bunny type song, which is what they were going for, they were trying to hit like the mass market. The Weeknd, who's a pop star, Travis, who's the biggest rapper, or one of them, Bad Bunny, who's the biggest or one of the biggest Latin stars, trying to go huge with it, like a radio song. Like it was just not that great. Not a very good single for Utopia, but some people are telling me that it's not. It's just a warm up. It's not even gonna be on the project, but I don't know how anybody would actually know that to be saying that. Everything is mid. How? Well, if you know what standard deviations are, right? There's a graph. It's a bell curve. Most things are mid because that's just how math works, bro. Most things are gonna be within this 1 to 2 standard deviations from the middle. Middle. So most things are gonna be mid, and then 15% is gonna be fire, 15% is gonna be trash, right? So I just think that a lot of people overhype shit. So I don't even think it's necessarily bad to call a lot of things mid, because that's just how math works. Mid is average. Exactly. Most things are going to be average. And when you're talking about Travis Scott, you're expecting something magnificent, if you will. We're dropping a project called Utopia, which is literally a perfect society. And you're dropping mid? Like, it got to be real good to reach the expectations of a Utopia, okay? And it just did not hit that. So I don't know. The Travis fans were coping hard. I saw somebody on Twitter saying they listened to the song 773 times already in like a 3-day span. I was like, damn, you are brainwashed. First of all, how do you listen to a song that many times? Like, no matter how good it is, in 3 days, bro, are you beating off to that song? Like, did you play it on rerun while you were sleeping? I don't understand how they do that. But, again, with that song in particular, that's crazy. Trav pays these kids. No, I mean, I think it just perpetuates the concept that's not a genius right there, huh? I promise you I'm not. It perpetuates the concept that fans in rap, it's not always about the music. So, like, because Travis Scott is so cool, and he is a cool dude, like he dresses cool, like he's a cool guy. He has great music, don't get me wrong. But like no matter what, because some fans want to be them, or like they have some what's that relationship called from like streamers to the chat, some not the chat, but like some people have this like weird relationship with streamers or rappers or whatever, where like they think they're in their lives and that they have this deep relationship with them. So like they go overboard with it. And so they don't, it doesn't matter how the song turned out, the quality, but they're going to listen to it regardless, just because they think that they're boys. Like they're in the fucking crew. They're blood gang with Travis, man. I actually don't even know if Travis is a parasocial relationship. Thank you. See, y'all are smarter than me. I fuck with Trav, but this one make or break for me. I hope that Travis's Utopia is not just a second part to this single, which to me was a cash grab. Like imagine Utopia is just like a DJ Khaled type album where it's feature. It's like mansion music for Trippy, where it's like every single person. You got Future on one, you got Drake, Metro Boomin, Lil Uzi Vert, Gunna, Young Thug. You know what I'm talking about? Like literally just stack it with the Avengers of rap. And Travis has all the relationships with everybody because he's cool with everyone. So he can do that, but hopefully it doesn't turn into that. And Sofego needs to be on there. Come on. I think Sofego said he's dropping his project as well. Right here. I think it's called Never Apologize. Oh, and then his manager, Barry Hefner. The climate of music is changing. We get in the album before 2024. Yep. He said yep. So it looks like if Travis is dropping now, then I think we all know that we're hoping that Travis features Sofego on there. Utopia getting delayed. Nah, I heard it was dropping the 28th. Right here. Travis confirms Utopia album and movie released Friday 28th.
Before I go, today will be the last day that I ever performed this set. Utopia, I'll see you in a couple days. I'm dropping a movie in theaters with my album on Friday. So I'll see you in the theaters. The movie is called Circus Maximus. I'll see you next week in Utopia. And I'll see you in Egypt. If you can make it to the...
Is he wearing shoulder pads?
Pyramids. Miami, I fucking love...
He looks like he's about to go to... Like he's about to fight a tiger. Like he's got a gladiator.
Yo, go fucking down!
Jeez. All right, so there you go. It's not getting delayed. It's dropping next Friday, 28th. Huge album, huge. I'm trying to figure out. Someone asked, would the movie sales count for the album sales? That's a good question. I don't think so. Unless they finesse something like when you buy it in the fine print, it says like, you are now entitled to a CD copy. Just go redeem this code on the website. And so you can redeem it and get your CD. But I really doubt it. But you know, Travis, he's the cheat code. He might figure something out, or his team. Now, with the movie though, Circus something, he could use the songs in the soundtrack, and then that'll like bring more hype, you know what I mean? Because it's a soundtrack, or maybe like the soundtrack is some bonus songs on there. It's just a huge rollout. Like this is how you make money, bro. You bring up a lot of hype, and then at the same time, within like a couple weeks, you like launch everything. You got merch, you got an Egypt show, you got a tour coming, you got a movie with new music on there. So everybody gotta go watch the movies because it's not like on any streaming platform. Probably a movie like Uzi's. Are you talking about movie, the snippet, or like the song? Because I didn't think Uzi had a movie, did he? I don't think so. But as I was saying. All right. So Sofego was in Tokyo with Bruce and Cochise, I think. They spent like $200K. Oh my God. They spent $200K in Japan. Now, they also did, or he previewed a snippet in the Uber, I guess, but we'll check that out in a second. But how do you spend 200K in Japan, bro? I guess because Bruce just got a $50 million deal with Kick, and Cochise and Sofego probably got mad bread too. But man, I just was talking to y'all about how I have not purchased clothing in 6 months or longer, so. Man, I'm not gonna get copyrighted, but I wouldn't be celebrating after spending $200,000. I'd be like crying in my sleep. I'd be like, my friends hit me up, or like whoever's in the video, like, yo, bro, you okay? I'm like, get the fuck away from me, bro. I gotta go start canceling all my credit cards, disputing every single charge. 200K, man. I'd be hurting. I don't care how much money I have. If I spend 200K on like clothes, like I'll do it on investments for sure. I'll throw it down in property, stocks, whatever, because you can get that money back so easily. If I purchase 200K worth of clothes, yo, that's crazy. That I'd be like, damn, I'm a fucking dumbass. Now these people are rich, so I can't even talk. Maybe when I get to that level, if I get to that level, then I'll have a different perspective. But shit, 200,000 out of 80 million. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bruce just got a big check, so he could probably expense it too because it's on stream. So like he saves a lot of money too. That's like the whole cheat code when you're an artist or a streamer. Like even myself, not that I really do it because I don't buy clothes, but if you do anything on video, or like you need clothes for a music video, or you need clothes just to look cool and post a fit pic on Instagram, you can use literally tax-free money and just write it off, because that is your job. You're supposed to look cool online. And if they're doing a shopping stream, that's literally content right there. But wait, we got to check out the snippet.
Yeah, that's a good one. Too easy. Where my needs me on.
Damn. I told y'all, Fago, like, he knows what the fans want now. That Pink Hearts was just a little flub up. He thought he was going mainstream. He's like, yo, I gotta make some music for this new audience because I signed a deal. You know, I'm gonna blow up. So like, I can't just be making underground music. But now he probably realizes that I should make the sound that everybody liked, because like the fans that I already have, they're not gonna fuck with it. And the way that social media algorithms work is that if your current audience isn't like, they're not engaging, or they're not liking what you made, it's not gonna get pushed out to like the next focus group of people outside of your audience to grow. So I mean, obviously that's just with like algorithms, but it probably applies to music as well. So I'm happy that he's doing more shit like this. Bob, this is mainstream music. Yeah. I wasn't saying that. I more so meant like Pink Hearts was more, not mainstream, but I meant like more pop in a way. I don't know. This music, I never thought that this was less mainstream than the Pink Hearts, but Pink Hearts for some reason just rings to me like it's less memorable, it's less unique, and therefore more mainstream to me. That's all I meant. But this is mainstream. I would say, like, that's why I always believed in SoFaygo. Like, his music, girls can listen to it. Older people would definitely still appreciate it because it's not like he's a mumble rapper or anything. Like, he's definitely talented. Yeah, Faygo's a GOAT, bro. He's probably out of the new generation of rappers. I mean, I could be forgetting somebody, so don't like quote me on this, but I think if we were, I'm not talking about like numbers or anything. Like Yeat's obviously killing it, Destroy Lonely is, Ken Carson, etc., etc. But if we're talking about like raw talent, SoFaygo is the top. Now, is he the best at utilizing his clout and like the hype behind his name and everything? Probably not, because obviously we saw what happened. But talent-wise, bro actually can sing well. He makes super unique music. It just appeals to everybody. Like, come on. No, it's Yeat. I mean, Yeat's look, they're all talented. I'm just talking about strictly like vocals wise. I think Yeat is just smart with how he uses his voice, whereas it's like I'm trying to figure out like Shaq versus Kobe. Like Shaq was literally built to be a fucking center or even just an NFL left tackle, right? Just huge, strong, athletic, at least at the beginning of his career. And so there was no way that he wasn't going to rise to the top. Whereas Kobe, of course, was athletic, but he was 6'6" as opposed to 7 foot or 7'1", 7'2". And so like he just worked really hard and became one of the best players of all time. So I feel like Kobe is like a Yeat. Shaq is like a SoFaygo type thing. So Yeat is like in the studio all the time. I'm not saying SoFaygo isn't, but like Yeat's in the studio all the time, in the gym all the time, like Kobe, where he's like figuring out different moves, aka different types of vocals and like ad libs and engineering his voice and different beats, and you know what I'm saying? Shaq is Rod Wave. Okay. Physically, yeah. Although I feel like Shaq is more muscular than Rod Wave. Yeat don't really got that good marketing. Man, Yeat is actually one of the best at marketing. Like he really knows how to put together like the narratives with like the Tonka. He got that Lyft partnership where he had the Tonka in the fucking map, like where you see the cars driving around. Like TikTok. That's all marketing, bro. Like having the lyrics and it could come up randomly. But I'm sure when he's recording songs, like sometimes it's like, oh, okay, we're doing this because it's going to potentially apply to a little TikTok trend here, you know? Or even the Instagram stories where he says like some dumb shit like aliens got me or whatever. Like he knew the fan pages would post that because it's just like a crazy little funny story. And a lot of artists ain't doing that. I feel like Yeat is one of the best at marketing, and that's why he blew up. The Twizzlers. Is Uzi aware of Jace's allegations? That is a good question. Definitely. All right. Somebody in the Discord sent me this video. I don't know if I want to watch it because I was telling them like, I don't like watching like videos that just hate on me or like people in the comments hating on me or any of that. I like to steer clear from any hate, even if it's I don't know. I know why people would hate me or dislike me, so I don't need somebody telling me and ruining my whole day / vibe. You know, it's just bad energy. So why even dip into it? But someone insisted in the Discord that I watch this, so let's watch it, I guess.
Hey guys, it is I, Deal Cheese. Today's topic is why everyone hates Baba Blam. Baba Blam is a YouTuber from Miami, Florida, I guess, which would make sense since it has been home to like a lot of underground rappers and
Technically from DC, but yeah, I've lived in Miami since I went to college in like 2014.
the past 10 years. That's cool, I guess. He also runs an Instagram and a Twitter page where he covers hip-hop and like hip-hop underground type news, you know? And in this video, I'm gonna be covering a few reasons why I think people hate him or dislike him. I think hate is such a harsh word, but I'm gonna throw it in the title, you know, for clicks. Alright, man, we got the number one reason, man. A little controversial, but number one reason. People hate Bob because he's
American.
Because he's American. Yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people would just come out of left field being like, he's racist. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I love rap music, and like, don't get me wrong, I like rock and like other genres with white people, but rap is predominantly black. I'm not just sitting here like, yo, like that's crazy. Like when I was talking about Lucky's album like 2 years ago, when we were listening to it, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. They're like, he's racist. People just be pulling that card out of nowhere.
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna dive too deep into this. Reason number two, he's corny.
Bitch, I'm in the field.
Whoa.
Nigga call me Indiana Jones. Feel like Soldier Boy today, so kiss me through the phone.
Look, I run a meme page, and every time I post a meme related to Bob, the comment section attacks him and calls him corny. What makes someone corny? I don't know, it's all up to your standards of corniness. It's really a subjective thing. People might not like his sense of humor, or the way he acts towards like certain artists or certain people, or maybe even his demeanor. That's all I'm gonna say. Number three.
I'm trying to figure out, why am I corny? Corny. I feel like that's just like a white people humor thing. I think a lot of people think white people are corny, but that's just how we, like, our jokes are supposed to be stupid or like dad jokes. You know what I mean? And so I guess on the internet, everybody thinks that's, especially in hip hop, everybody, like, they just don't get it. I don't know. Like in real life, I'm not corny at all. Like, people get it. Like, I don't know. I'm very, I'm an asshole in person, but not trying to, like, I'm just joking. I'll like push people like a little far, you know? And then I'll be like, yo, I'm cool. I was joking. Then I think that's why when rappers get all fucking butthurt about when I say something, I'm just like trying to get a reaction to see, like, are they with it, or are they gonna like cry to their mom about something I said?
He is a reporter.
Facts. I swear to God, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible most of the time. And people, like, if they have a parasocial relationship with a rapper or an artist, they will side with them no matter what they do. And I'm like, yo, I don't even know these rappers. I don't care what you think, but here's my opinion.
When you're reporting any type of news, you're always gonna rub one side the wrong way. Unbiased news does not really exist anymore. Basically, Bob would cover these artists when they're really, really small, and of course, the small upcoming artists would really appreciate this. Eventually, as the artist, rapper, would get bigger and face drama and controversies, Bob would be the biggest page to cover it, and of course, that would make said underground rapper really upset.
But see, that's the issue. I'll talk about an artist when they're small and like be like, yo, this music is hard. And then some artists will FaceTime. I've had to block artists on multiple artists on my phone because every time something bad comes out about them, I'm like, yo, dude, my hands are tied. Like, I got a job to do. I got to talk about these trending topics. That's how I built my brand, right? And they only want me to cover the good shit. And I'm like, that's not how this works, bro. And they appreciate it only when you talk about Uzi even talked about this with academics. He's like, yo, It's not your fault, academics, that you gotta talk about this shit. If I do something bad, like I did something bad, you gotta talk about it.
Keeping it real and not picking.
They want me to glaze, literally. One rapper on the phone, I'm not gonna say who it is, literally was like, yo, you're on the phone with the top rapper right now. I'm like, I literally said to their face, you are not the top rapper. What are you talking about? Hung up on me. And I was like, whoa, am I really talking to Drake? Like, it wasn't even a top tier, like Uzi, Cardi, Trap. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't any of them.
Side would upset a lot of rappers, but he's just simply doing his job. Rappers see this as shaming or clout chasing. Obviously, everybody in the world wants to be perfect. Number 4, beef. Of course, he would beef with a lot of people that would call him out.
One, I don't actually have any beef with anybody. I'll again push people's buttons, see if they respond. But no, none of these rappers are educated enough to beat me in a debate. Even if I'm in the wrong, low key, I out debate myself out of that shit.
For covering news on them. He challenged September Rich to fight after their beef. Jace beefed with him after Jace's management paid him to run a Jace ad. Basically, Babalam ran out.
That was crazy. How is that my fault whatsoever? And also, I did not challenge September's Rich to box. He challenged me. So I was like, yeah, I'm with it, bro. I will fuck you up. You're a drug addict.
Ad about Jace that rubbed him the wrong way. And Jace DM'd him some crazy stuff. You can't make this stuff up, I swear. He's beefed with Summers before. I really don't remember why. And like a bunch of other people. Look, to sum it up, me personally,
oh God,
I like what Bob's doing with the scene. He's not perfect. No one is. You can't be a victim to dick riding the opium label, but that's fine. Who doesn't, you know? And look, Bob.
My criticism of that, dick riding the opium label. So a lot of people be saying that to me. And I think it's wrong because, and I like this video, by the way, because he had his criticisms, but it was unbiased, or maybe whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like it was chill. So opium is the hottest label in the game, especially in the underground. It is literally my job to talk about the hottest trends in, here, I'm going to subscribe to him, in the underground / whatever music, such as Cardi, Ken, Lone, like they are the top rappers. I talk about Yeet, I talk about Sofago. It just happens that a lot of the fans of the underground are opium, so like a lot of the content goes there. And I also always talk about how Ken's like latest music I ain't fucking with, and Lone's project I gave it like a fuck, I don't even know. I was like, If Looks Could Kill was boring, so I don't think I even dick ride. So yes, we talk about them a lot, but that's just because that's where most of the topics land. But I don't glaze it. That's all I'm saying.
Bob, if you end up watching this, just know, man, thank you for your service to the underground scene.
Damn, I was ripped, bro.
I really appreciate it. I know some people will really appreciate it. You got fans of your own. You got haters of your own. Keep streaming and keep working hard. And don't ever step foot in Southern India.
I see past all of it. You're so corny. You're beyond corny. I've actually always wanted to do this to you. I'm not even gonna lie. I've always wanted to do this to you. Since the day I saw your videos, because I realized, yo, who is this guy? I mean, he got the information, so it seems. But then when I first got on his YouTube shit, I'm watching your video.
I don't know why this guy was always mad at me. Like, I did nothing. I don't know.
Videos, I'm listening to you talk, I'm listening to the way you react, I'm listening to the way you do shit, and really, you're just a narcissist.
Low key though, I feel like every dude is a narcissist. Are they not? Like, if you don't think that you're the fucking GOAT and you're not confident in yourself, like obviously you can't be completely delusional, but if you don't think you're the top G, in Andrew Tate's words, then you're low-key pussy. Are you not? And look, I have nothing bad to say about any of these people. I never really did. I don't know why that dude was mad. I literally like reacted to his video and it was going too slow and I had some points that I wanted to make and he was just repeating himself. So it was no diss whatsoever. That dude was just like going off crazy. But yeah, everybody, and also about like the whole corny thing. Everybody online, it's hard to talk to a camera and not be corny. I'm literally talking to a piece of metal in front of me. So it's hard to like speak by yourself, be entertaining, I don't know, like be mentally sane to do this all day. It's crazy to even think about. Like 50 years ago, people would be like, so you're making money talking to people through this device and you're somehow having a conversation with yourself. Even though, I mean, of course, I read the chat, but like, you know, it's different. Don't be too fully. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying don't be fully yourself. And there are things that I know that I'm not good at. I know there are things that I'm really good at, though. Like, I don't necessarily think I'm all that talented at anything. But I work my ass off. I work harder than a lot of people. So I put out fucking video. Like, I had 3 jobs at one point while I was growing on YouTube. Meanwhile, I was making sure I ate right, worked out, just grinded. How many days in a row have, aside from like maybe 1 or 2 mishaps in the last 5 years that I've been doing this, how many times have I not uploaded daily? And then I also maintain the Instagram and Twitter. Like, I outwork a lot of people. That's the only thing I think I'm good at. How many lines did I sniff this week? Bruh, I'm gonna be honest. 0, but I wish I had. I had a friend who was hitting me up about like 2C. I've never had 2C in my life. Like 2C. It's like a pink molly substance or something. I don't even know. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Sounds like one of those drugs that loosens your butthole. But start selling coke. Hey, to be real, I did in college. That's how I started it. That's how I got my like first money, to be honest. Like to fund buying like cameras and shit. Like my parents had money though, so it's not like I needed to do it at all. I was just I just wanted my own money. Again, can't outwork me, bro. Feds are on the way. Hey, statute of limitations. I quit that shit in like 2017. So you can't come for me anymore. There's no proof too. I got new phones. The texts are gone. No one can come after me at all. But yeah, I was making good money. I mean, some months in college I'd be making like 10 racks off that. But the good thing about that was I was in a frat. So like I wasn't like a slumlord, right? Or I don't even know what it would be called. I wasn't like a kingpin. I wasn't having people come in my house, do all shit. I would just go to the parties. I'd hit up like group chats like, yo, how much y'all need? I weigh it out, come to the pool parties, because in Miami we had a ton of pool parties and like everyone does coke in Miami. Yeah, have it all weighed out in different bags, come in, here's this, everybody Venmo me. We all good. It was the easiest shit ever. Advice for underground artists. Literally, don't do any promo until you've solidified your sound and gotten some traction in the in SoundCloud or any Spotify, whatever, or YouTube. Like, drop 100 songs, see which ones do well, and then make more of that type of song. I say this all the time, so it probably sounds like a broken record, but that's literally the sauce. Just drop a bunch of songs or content, see what works, keep doing what works, and then do more of that and keep running these 100 video or 10 video cycles where you figure out which ones do well and then keep refining the process. And then once you get to the point where you got some traction, you know which songs are like, you've got the sauce. Then you start doing promo to like multiply or exponentially grow the rate of growth, you know? Brand new SoundCloud, what would I do first? One, I would try to be a good rapper, which I'm not. So 2, drop a bunch of songs, exactly what I told you before. Figure out what my sound was. Then I would start hitting up host pages that like post other people's songs. Also, you can get reposts from all these artists / hosting pages, like DJ Fat, etc. And then just keep doing that, growing your SoundCloud from there. Eventually, once you just have to keep producing music too, though. Like a lot of artists just don't be putting in the work. I guarantee you, if you make 1,000 songs over like 2 or 3 year span, you'll get somewhere. Okay? A lot of this content and music and whatever, a lot of people just be quitting because they don't get the results that they're after. But if you stick in there, you'll figure it out. I promise you. Like again, I think hard work beats talent every time. Because you can't even find your talent if you're not working hard enough or in it long enough to find out that you were even good at rapping. And then eventually, if you're not good at rapping, you'll figure out, oh, I'm really good at making beats. Or like, you'll figure out a different way to monetize your space in the social media space. Like originally, I was a artist manager, and then I figured out how to like market and whatnot. I created a blog page at one point in the middle of it, and then I just I didn't think the artist was working hard enough, so I was like, I'm gonna do this myself. And then the whole like media shit kind of took off, and so I just went full steam into that by myself. To be a videographer? That's a good question. You got to build up your portfolio with artists that you believe in. You might even have to do a bunch of videos for free, to be honest. And then after that, you can like build your own YouTube channel and drop on it. Or a lot of videographers don't even drop on their own YouTube channels. You just have to build up a brand and a portfolio so people recognize your work when they see it. Like you need a unique type of edit or VFX or something. Kind of like when you see .com Nirvans, you know it's him, or you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of music videos that you see where you don't even remember the videographer. Bro, miss my dono, my bad. I'm gonna look for it. Is alternative rock real rock? Shit, I am not the person to ask that. I don't even know. Alternative rock. I feel like I don't even really hear rock anymore. I feel like alternative is more energetic. I could be completely wrong here. I'm not the expert in this. But like from my understanding or from the music that I listen to with alternative rock, it's kind of like higher energy, whereas real rock is like Destroy Lonely, what he's sampling from. Like it's more chill, like more wider or more broad tempos, and it's a larger genre, whereas alternatives like this pop, punk, high energy rock shit. Emo, you know what I'm talking about? And I just read Aries Mind. That's his name. Bob, you never went through any struggles except living in Florida. You're damn right, bro. I never struggled. I'm gonna be honest. But I put myself through this mental struggle. I think that's what separates people. Like, I make it a struggle to become rich as fuck. I don't need to be rich as fuck because my family has money, but I put that burden on myself to make a name for myself. I could have easily, I have a job where I make over 100K just doing corporate shit. Okay, I barely even do anything in that actually, because that's the corporate world. Like you barely do, you're fucking paper pusher. But I wanted to go above and beyond that. Like if I did not have any drive, that I would have just stuck with that. Got a good retirement account, good pay, get a house, have a girlfriend, marry, fucking have kids at like 26 years old. But nah, I went like, I have that as like my backup plan, but I'm doing my shit on top of it just because I want to go above and beyond everybody. You know, that was whole. When somebody called me a narcissist, I was like, damn right, I want to be the fucking best. Why do you not want to be the fucking best? Should become a philosopher. I got a lot of thoughts, but a lot of them are controversial because a lot of people will not, like I have very strong opinions. People will think that I'm being, I don't know, offensive to whatever they believe, but in all reality, I don't care what anybody else believes. Like it's just, you know, it's not supposed to be offensive. Like the whole thing about religion, but nobody wants to hear that, so I don't even say it. I mean, I said like a little bit of it, but I think a lot of religion is just about money and power. Ack in 2 years? I don't know, man. Ack been doing this for a while. I don't know if that is possible in 2 years. I'm just chugging along. Like I'm never gonna quit. So like eventually I'll do something. I'm already doing something. I'm not where I want to be yet, but you know, like that. The thing about it is, at one point, it was about like I want to make a lot of money and whatever, and that was the goal, right? I'm making good money now, so I don't even have goals about how much I want to make or like what I want to do, because I'm just trying to enjoy what I'm doing, and I am. So like I already made it essentially. Like I feel retired. Start a label. I did. Actually, first drop is very soon. I'm going to be in the background though, so my name won't be on it, but you'll have little hints of like who was behind it. Okay. I already got the budgets. The budgets are increasing. I just gotta stack release after release so that the label trusts me, or the backer trusts me. Like the actual label behind the imprint trusts that I'll make their money back. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just keep working the budget up to like 100K, and then I'll sign a major deal with different artists. Just bide my time. And what's the name? It doesn't have a name right now. It's just my name on it, but like it's just behind the scenes. Like there's, if you look at their Spotify or whatever, it's not gonna say my name. It's not gonna have any like marking of a company name. It's just gonna have whatever they want behind it. But I'm just on the contract getting royalties, and they're getting a majority of it. Like I didn't want to fuck up anybody. Like I'm getting less than 20%. But hopefully it blows up. I'm not even really doing it for the money. I just want to like test out some things. And then you don't really make money until you get like the major deal shit. Kenny Mason. Kenny Mason's cool. I fuck with Kenny Mason. That last song that he did with Paris, Texas was fire. Do I think the Ken album will sell more than If Looks Could Kill? Definitely not. I just don't think he had a lot of hype. And with the delay that Ken had, he was supposed to drop on the 17th, right? He was also supposed to drop a single on the 17th, not the album at one point as well. So he capped twice. I just don't know if the label's really like ready to go because there's not enough hype behind it. Or maybe because Cardi's trying to drop and they're trying to go on tour. It's kind of like the Travis Scott method, maybe. That's what's going on. Like, Sofago's gonna drop. We already discussed this after Travis drops Utopia, and if Sofago features on Utopia, then it'll build up his fan base a little bit more, like Travis fans, like it's tens of millions of people. They'll become more aware of Sofago, and then they'll check out his next project, which will drop soon after, similar to the Don Toliver situation that they already ran through with Astroworld. Pause. Now, what I'm saying with Cardi and Ken's album, they delayed Ken's album. Rolling Loud came out on Twitter and said that it was because of Cardi's album. We don't know. There's no confirmation about that. But I'm thinking there is for sure a tour. So perhaps whether they go on a tour alone or just or a tour and an album, if he brings Cardi, that is, brings Ken and Lone Homicide Gang on this tour and they drop this album with Ken potentially on it, or even if Ken's not even on the album, but like, you know, there's just more and more association with Cardi fans who may not even know who Ken is, even though I really don't know how they wouldn't at this point. After that tour ends, they could drop that Ken project or in the middle of the tour, and it would just bring more people to be aware of Ken Carson, to increase the sales and the success of his album A Great Chaos. Now, again, do I think it's going to do as well as If Looks Could Kill? I don't think Ken is as big of an artist as Destroy Lonely anymore. I really don't. If you look at all of the numbers on social media and even Spotify, I think, actually, maybe not even Spotify. I think Ken is higher than Destroy Lonely at this point. But Instagram, Lone has more followers now. Ken has Ken has 4.47. All right. Destroy Lonely has 4.7. Okay, so Lone is just bigger at this point. It's not by much. I don't know what it is. I just feel like Lone is more of a mainstream type sound than Ken, as we've discussed for like years at this point. So I don't think it'll be close. Everyone talking about Ken's snippets, though, I don't know if you're right, bro. I haven't really heard much talk about Ken's snippets at all. Like, we post them because the people on Instagram and Twitter like them. So, but to me personally, when I hear the snippets, I'm like, I don't know about this, bro. It just doesn't sound that great to me. And I'm not trying to be a hater. Just, I'm not that. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised. People talking about that one Ken snippet. Are you talking about the Paranoid one with Destroy Lonely? Because whenever they're kind of like the new Uzi Cardi, pseudo, not really, but like they're the Opium Twins, like they're the new duo. So of course there's gonna be a lot of hype behind it. You know? You def are hating? I'm not. I like Ken. Just because I don't like some certain songs and I'm giving my opinion does not mean hating. Hating is like it's an illogical dissonance against a person or thing. Like there's no justification behind it. You just hate them because of emotions you have about them. It's not about it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like based on fact. Whereas when I say I don't like certain songs, it has nothing to do with me not liking Ken Carson. Or even I love Project X. I think that was probably the album that solidified the sound of the underground in 2021. So it's not hate. I'm just giving my opinion. It's no way you heard those snippets and don't think he's going to sell. Sell what? Obviously, it's going to sell well. It's Ken Carson. Like, again, when you're a Playboy Cardi artist, this is not hate at all. This is facts. When you're a Playboy Cardi artist, you can literally shit in a fucking box and people will buy it. Okay? Right? People ask why we post Cardi all the time. First of all, I love Cardi. Pause. But also, it always goes up. People love Cardi. Cardi is the hottest artist in the world. Like, organically. Facts. At least when it comes to like the antics and the lore behind it. Maybe not streams wise, but you get what I'm saying. So, of course, Ken Carson's album is going to do well just because he's got the name. He's like the first opium artist. I'm not saying that it's not going to do well. I'm just saying, will it? The question was, is it going to outsell If Looks Could Kill? No. I think Lone was kind of like the prodigy, whereas Ken was like the first run. And don't get me wrong, I always say Ken deserves all the credit in the world for starting the Opium label, of like being the first success, which kind of like solidified the process by which Cardi will bring up more artists. Because what they did is they got Ken, they blew him up. Then Ken started collaborating with Lone. Lone blew up with him. And they're doing that with the Homicide Gang, with Ken and Lone. And like they're just going to keep doing that with the cycle. Like one's already here, one's here. Okay, collab, boom. 55K, bro? What? Y'all are crazy, bro. No. If Yeet is selling 52, okay? He sold 52 with Afterlife. And he got, let's see. He got 11 mil monthly listeners, okay? And if Lone and Ken got 4.4 and 4.7 mil, and this is just rough math because sometimes the math don't work out like this. That's like a third, a little over a third. So what is a third of 50 or a 52? 16. It's like 17. It's like 17-ish. 17K? Okay. I can see a Great Chaos doing 17K, right? That seems like a legitimate number. But 55K at the current like status of each rapper? Nah, bro. Now 30, I'm saying, yo, it's possible. I'm not hating it all. I just don't know if, like, he's making a grunge album. I just don't know if it's going to go as big as Lone. But I will be very happy for him if he does 30. That's what people don't get. Just because I give an opinion, they're saying, like, I hope that something, like, that I'm wishing for the downfall. Like, nah, bro. I want all these artists to do well. Believe me. I hope they all fucking do 100K. But with my objective, I don't know, just all the facts that I see and the numbers, and I'm a finance guy, so I love math. I just don't see that happening. Have I heard of Joey? Yeah, for sure. We listened to him last stream, I think. He's cool. Fuck with him. All right. I'm going to go to sleep, though. It's getting late. And I got to go watch a movie with my girl and everything. We just watched Barbie, too. So it actually wasn't a bad movie. Go see it with a girl. She'll blow you afterwards, I promise. Okay? Peace out, God, people. Nice.